So on the first two problems actually, we were picking random numbers for our variables to see if those numbers worked. On the third question, we were actually using the numbers in the answers as the values we were plugging in. On number 4, we do have the option to pick any number for these variables w, y, and z. But we have to be a little bit more strategic because we do have a lot of criteria that they have to meet based on that addition problem it gave us. So number 4 says suppose that w, y, and z each stand for a digit from 0 through 9, and 5w7 plus 92y equals 1z96. So we're going to figure out what each of those variables are, and then we're going to find the product when we multiply w times y times z. Go ahead and try this on your own. Make sure you're really careful about what you plug in for each of these variables and it makes a true statement in the end. All right, so when I think about plugging these values in, the only criteria it actually tells me in the problem in words is that these have to be from 0 to 9. But when I look at the problem, there's a little bit more criteria that come into play. So when I think about adding, I usually start with the smallest value here, which would be this first column. So to add downwards and make this a true statement, 7 plus some value y equals 6. Now we know with our addition that could be either 6 or 16 and we would carry a 1. 7 plus negative 1 is the only value that would make that equal to 6, and negative 1 is not from 0 to 9. So this must be a sum of 16, which means y would have to be 9. 7 plus 9 equals 16. We would have to carry a 1 to the next column. Then we have 1 plus w plus 2 equals 9. So that means w would have to be 6. 1 plus 6 plus 2 equals 9. Now we're in that last column, the one furthest to the left, and we have 5 plus 9 equals, we know that that's 14, so z must be 4. So I'm coming up with w being 6, y equals 9, and z equals 4. Now it probably is worth it to go ahead and redo this problem and make sure this is a true statement. So is 567 plus 929 actually equal to 1,496? You can throw that into your calculator and see that's a true statement, but worth the 10 seconds it may take to check your answer. So then we're looking for the product of these values. So 6 times 9 times 4 gives me 216. Our answer choice is H.